to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
This is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Woo!
Man.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's show. We got some huge games, Tomo, this weekend. We got Flock Nation against Chiefs Kingdom. That's going to be a heavyweight battle right there. But then we got an underrated battle. I feel like this battle was a little underrated. It's not really getting talked about a lot. The Detroit Lions versus the 49ers. That sounds like a physical football game right there, all right? But we're going to make our picks today. But before we do that, I got my bro Tomo with me. Davey Dollar's not here with us today on the show. But Tomo, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, it's Friday. You know, some people got paid. Some people may not be getting paid. Some people may be in one of the NFL chats fighting for their life. I mean, it just is what it is. Make sure y'all become a member because today got very, very interesting.
It is. Fighting for their life or fighting for relevance, you know, because they're no longer in the playoffs.
I mean, it can go either way. I can go either way, but I was definitely entertained. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's crazy because I wasn't really in it, and then I saw you and Dave's messages. I said, "Let me go see what's going on." I'm like, "Whoa, I got some catching up to do." All right, so
and this all came off of it was a good question that was posed too. Like that's the wild part.
That's why I gotta join these chats, man. Join these chats. It's a show off air. All right, so Davey Dollar's not here, obviously, but you know. It's only right if we start the show. It's Friday, like he would say, TGI Friday, you know. So Tomo, for the one time, turn us up.
Turn me up.
Dave not here. Is he on his way to San Francisco?
Hey, I know, right? It's gonna be a 2-day trip for him. He had to take a day off so he can get there on time. But look though.
Hopefully it ain't a quick turnaround.
Hey, I know, right? Imagine that going across countries for an L. Woo, I know how that feel. But anyways, I went to Sacramento. Make sure y'all like this video on 3 different platforms. We are streaming this on X, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you're liking on all 3 platforms. Share this video on all 3 platforms so people can come on watch live with y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and follow too. Use the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Once again, this is on a win streak. It's like the 5th day in a row. He was the first comment. All right. So shout out to Daniel, right? Being the first comment. But look, hey, use that comment shit. Like I said, we can see all the comments. We're gonna throw them on the screen. But if you're feeling good, you can throw in the super chat. We'll pause everything we're doing, throw your comment on the screen, read it out loud, give you the floor because we appreciate all the donations and the gifts. All right.
Donations. Gifts.
And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
Man, I mean, today is going to be straight to the point, you know, kind of like straight to the point tie because we starting off with the heavyweight game. I really wish the NFL would work something out right? Where I know the NFC is king when it comes to like ratings. And also, you know, the NFC East, when it comes to ratings and football teams, they may not be so good, but people tune in when they are playing.
I think it's the West Coast matter too, but go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, that is true. I didn't think about that one. But the Ravens, also with CBS too, because all AFC teams play on CBS, so I think that's what it is too. So I'm glad you're here because it's the first game we're gonna talk about. It's like he knew. We sent out the signal, man. We doing it by time. This is the first game. They got the best quarterbacks playing right now. Chiefs at Ravens, man. And shout out, yeah, I appreciate that because I don't know how this segment gonna go, man. Yeah, the Chiefs at the Ravens, AFC Championship game, man. This is the Chiefs' 6th straight AFC Championship game. I think this is Lamar Jackson's first one. Getting there with this team. We all know about these teams by now. We don't have to really go through the numbers. We don't have to go through the stats and tell you about how the defense for the Ravens is number one in almost every category and how the Chiefs are just holding on for dear life at times on offense, but their defense shows up. Dave, I said Dave. Man, Dave must be talking about me somewhere. Joe, who you got winning?
All right. I'm going to sound like a broken record, all right? Man, my dad is a Lamar Jackson fan.
Oh, we know.
All right. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I root for Lamar. I think out of everybody in the NFL outside, Lamar Jackson is a Steph Curry to me. In the NBA, outside of the Kings, Steph is my guy. I like Steph. In the NFL, outside of my team, Lamar is my guy. But Mahomes different. He different. All right. Last week, I bet against Mahomes thinking the Bills would win. Mahomes proved me wrong. All right. I'm going to reiterate this. The Chiefs were struggling all year, Tomo, offensively. One of the best defenses. They get to the playoffs, and they just flip the switch. Against the Bills, once again, no false starts, no holding penalties, one drop, right? Only 5 third down plays they had all game. Only 5 third down plays the whole game. All right? One punt. They averaged 9 yards a play, which is the most in Mahomes' era in the playoffs. Kelsey's best game. Mahomes is still some type of belief in this team that they just rise to the occasion because they just don't want to let this dude down. But Tomo, what I say yesterday, this is the best team that Mahomes has ever played. I'm going to say it again. Best defense. First team in the league in scoring, takeaways, and sacks. Ravens has beaten 10 playoff teams this year by 14 or more points. 7 were playoff teams. Average margin of victory was 22 points in victory. They had the best point differential since 2000. Last team that had an MVP and the best defense was the 96 Packers, and they won a Super Bowl. So, Tomo, it's Lamar's time. It's Lamar's time. Any QB in the league, right? If there's a QB in the league that can match Mahomes' greatness, spectacularness, if that's a word, right? His impact on the team is Lamar Jackson, right? I came on the show 2 years ago before we had a full panel, and we had a father and sons weekly special. It was me, my pops, J-Mo, and Javon. And the question was, can Lamar win a Super Bowl? On that segment, I said, you give Lamar a top 2 defense, Tomo, he can get you a Super Bowl. Not only they're a top 2 defense, they're the best defense. So I'm rolling with Flock Nation. Even though Mahomes worried me, but I'll be happy to be like if I'm wrong, I'll just live with it. But I'm going with Flock Nation. I got Ravens advancing to the Super Bowl.
Joe, I don't think there's been a quarterback in so long where I think the entire world wants him to win. I've yet to see it happen for another quarterback. Maybe, Mahomes because of his talent, but I think we all know there's something just different with this Lamar Jackson pick because the whole world wants Lamar Jackson to win this game. You think of Mahomes, not a lot of people hate Mahomes per se, because there's always them quarterbacks and some people I can't stand Tom Brady and they pick Peyton Manning, or it was the opposite, or same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Like everyone has that quarterback where you just I just don't want to see that person win. But I don't hear too many people say that about Patrick Mahomes up until this year, and it's not even his fault. It's his tight end's fault because he brought Taylor Swift to the game. So most people want the Chiefs to lose because of Taylor Swift. But when it comes to Lamar, I'm gonna say everybody outside of people that's on TV, because the folks that's on TV always was saying like he should have been a wide receiver. Y'all heard Dave yesterday, and if you didn't hear, go back and listen to it. My man was preaching, but he should have been a receiver. He's not good enough to play quarterback. He's not quarterback-y. He doesn't do quarterback-esque things. Can he lead this team to the Super Bowl? Is he worth the money that they paid him? And all the people outside of, I would say outside of refuse to lose, because we believe in Lamar here. We also call a spade a spade. So if you play bad that week, we're going to say you play bad that week, regardless of who you are. You could be Tom Brady in his heyday when he was winning rings. We're like, well, you played like trash. Say I say all that to say this. There's another person on this Ravens team that is getting a lot of looks, but he's not really getting the credit that's deserved as well. And that's Roquan Smith. So I sat back, right? Outside of my man Raven Made, y'all see Chris in the chats. Outside of what he was posting, I started seeing other things just come out about Roquan. And it was just like, I forgot that he was with the Bears. I forgot he had this same energy with the Bears, but he was upset because they just kept wanting to lose. Remember the whole contract thing? He's like, man, I need to get out of here because I'm trying to go to a winner. And if you ever watch Drumline, and I don't know how many people haven't watched, this new age era, they probably never seen it, but what's the heart and pulse of the band? It's Drumline. That's Roquan. When you hear Roquan speak, you feel a little bit of Ray Lewis out there, because he like, look, man, we're gonna go play for 8, but we also gonna make plays out here. We gonna hit, talk, and do our thing. So I kind of want him to win just a little bit more as I want Lamar to win too. So because of that, I'm picking the Ravens. I also want to see, like we said on the segment yesterday, how impressive is Mahomes going to play in this game too. Because to me, I know what Lamar's going to bring to this game because he always showed it when he's healthy. I don't think there ever been a moment where he hasn't stepped up to the big moment outside of him getting hurt in a game. So I really want to see how Mahomes is going to react to this too. So this is why this game is going to be like that, man. But I'm going with the Ravens on this one, man. All pride.
Flock Nation. Respectfully. Let's get it.
Man, I don't even want to talk about the other games.
Yeah.
Roquan's
the difference maker. That Bears team was the top defense when he was there.
Man, and then
even when he got traded, they were one of the best defenses in the league. The moment he got traded.
And still, ever since then, they just been building off of that. Talk about a team that's just like patchwork talent.
Didn't he cry when he got traded?
Yeah,
he cried for Quinn. Remember?
Yeah,
that's how
they traded Quinn first. Remember?
They traded Quinn first. Okay,
yeah,
he cried, bro.
Because that was his leader. He said that. He was like, "Look, man, he the only person in here that he was my leader. He the only person that cared about winning as much as I did, and they just got rid of him. Let's trade him to the Eagles for like a bad pick or something like that." Hey man, it's all good because we're gonna see what happens, man. Hopefully the Ravens step up, man, make believers out of everybody, because I really want him to shut ESPN up.
Hey Mahomes, we ain't got no beef with you, all right? If you see this, we ain't got no beef with you. We ain't got nothing to do with you, all right? You just step into the crossfire. I said, we got a movement to push. I'm sorry.
I mean, as much as I don't like Josh Allen, I kind of wish it was Josh Allen, because it would have been easier for me to be like, yeah, I want you to lose, man.
Yeah, I'm a Mahomes fan too. I want to see Mahomes pass Brady. I actually want to see that. So
it'll happen. It just probably won't happen this year. And again, man, at the end of the day, we still getting good football. So if you're a fan,
it's my time, man.
Man, I'm just glad I'm on the couch for this one, man, because I don't think my nerves, because it's a nerve-wracking game right here. But we got to talk about the underdogs. We talked about the underrated yesterday. It's funny that everything we talked about yesterday kind of built up for the picks today. And you talking about a team 32 years since they've been to an NFC championship game. Detroit, man. Detroit's standing up, man. I'm telling you, man. Outside of the Ravens fans, the Lions fans, Detroit is coming out. They got Trick doing videos. Talking about y'all been stealing our swag for years. Y'all wearing Cartiers now. Y'all used to call us clowns. Like, I'm telling you, Detroit is coming out the cut. I think Eminem might drop a track. That's how Detroit turned up right now.
He should. If they go to the Super Bowl.
Man, but then on the flip side, you got the 49ers. You got, what's my man, Deebo Samuels out here wearing. Shout out to Juszczyk cousin. I think that's his cousin that's making these puffer vests. Making a custom puffer vest. You got Debo wearing the one that got MVP Purdy on it. I don't think it's gonna happen, Debo. But hey, I like the way you support your quarterback. Unlike this team over here, yeah, just keep letting their quarterback get killed in the media every day. Michael, do a podcast, but it ain't about us. 49ers versus the Lions. It's gonna be a tough one, man.
Oof.
It's gonna be a tough one because I said it in the comments then, and that out of all the teams outside of if Dallas could have got here, I think the Lions was going to be the ones to actually give them a run for their money because of one, Dan Campbell and his riskiness and their run game and just how when you playing with house money and you go into somebody else's house, what you got to lose? Because Detroit right now, it's the Cinderella ride. It's tough.
Tough. I am curious to see who you're going to pick, though.
It's tough because I don't want to see the 49ers go back to the Super Bowl, but their team is better than the Lions, man. I'm going with the Lions, man. I'm going with Detroit. I think Purdy and them can do it. They got everything on their side.
Oh, man.
But it's just something about that. It's the same way I feel about the Ravens is how I feel about this Lions thing. When you got a whole city, just the spirit bomb, as Chris said, is just backing you. The only way the Lions can lose this game is if Dan Campbell mess up. And I know a lot of people going to talk about the 49ers and how they played against the Packers. But to me, I think they just started off rusty because of that week off. And that's really where it came from. And it was the rain mixed in with a little bit of bad play calling. So I think the 49ers are going to play better this week. Also knowing that Debo may not play, they practice different. So there's a different scheme in place. But I think Goff is going to do it for the city of Detroit. They're going to get to a Super Bowl. And Vegas is going to look like a Mike Tyson fight back in 96 because you're going to have Baltimore and Detroit in one place. And it's going to be fun.
I like that. A Tyson fight in 96.
I'm just saying. If you know, you know.
It's gonna be a bunch of black people in Vegas. All right. If that happens. Look, man, this is a tough one because these two teams are somewhat identical. They actually are similar. They both like to be physical. They both got good run games. They both got underrated quarterbacks. They both got geniuses calling plays. We got Kyle Shanahan calling offensive plays, Ben Johnson calling the offensive plays. You know, two of the most genius play callers in the NFL. Just want to throw it out there.
I see what you're doing, man.
But this is so Goff has surprised me. He's been playing great. Purdy didn't have a great game, like you said, but I agree with you. I think a lot of got to do with the slow start was the rush of not playing a week. So the Ravens go through it, but they got Lamar, so they picked it up at halftime. Goff hasn't been right about all, like I said before. 74% completion percentage these playoffs, 564 yards, 3 TDs, 111 QB rating. Completion percentage, yards per game, QB rating, all higher than last regular season. So he's up this play in these playoffs. But I'm going to go with the 49ers. All right? I'm going to go with the 49ers. If Kyle Shanahan doesn't get to the big dance this year, something got to change because...
Say that again because I need a coach next year. So go ahead.
I'm not going to say the coach, but if Kyle Shanahan doesn't get to the big dance this year, something has to change. You know, I remember when the Ravens kept getting hurt, right? And we kept saying, man, y'all training, y'all medical staff terrible. What the Ravens do? They fired the medical, they fired the trainers and medical staff, I think.
Yeah,
they didn't get that. They got a new medical staff. And then the 49ers had the same issues. They always get hurt around this time. Look, Debo's hurt again. You know what I mean? But one thing I could say, the 49ers are Purdy is 4-0 when Trent Williams plays and Debo doesn't. He's 4-0. All right? Wow. Everybody, he need Debo. Well, he more so need Trent. All right? They say that Trent is there. So I think Purdy's last drive to win the game put Kyle Shanahan more at peace in his play calling. Like now he knows that Purdy is capable of winning that type of game when you need to get a score at the end of the game. Purdy is capable of doing that. I think Kyle Shanahan will learn from his mistakes and run Christian McCaffrey more this game. But it's gonna be a must sunny day. And then also the Lions' pass defense is not really elite. They have elite moments, but you can score on these dudes. I mean, you can move the ball downfield. They're just really good in the red zone. They've been good in the red zone these last few games. So I want to pick the 49ers to win this game. I think it'll be a close game. I don't think it'll be a blowout at all. And 49ers and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Whew, man, that rematch will be nice. I say this though, when you said about Purdy's last drive kind of put Kyle Shanahan at peace, I think it also did a bad thing for Kyle Shanahan too. They probably looked at him and he was like, "Oh, I could probably throw the ball a little bit more. I can trust him, so I'm gonna just go ahead and probably put more pass plays into the script." But then again, with Debo not being there, I think Debo not being there is the reason why they may run the ball more, because now it's like it's dumbing down the weapons. Not saying that they have limited weapons, but Juwan Jennings or Debo Samuels, I'm going with Debo. Like that lineup is a little bit better. So yeah, I think he may run the ball just some more. But that last drive could be a bad thing if you're a 49ers fan, because now you're gonna be like, is he gonna come out with 15 passes, or is he actually gonna mix in a run here and there?
Yeah, I'm locked in for both games. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, nah. But this game here is one of those things. It's just like it's been the theme of the playoffs this year. If you let a young team come in who's not really supposed to be on the same field as you and get some confidence, it can get ugly for you real fast. Technically, with the Ravens, Chiefs, the Chiefs is the vets in this situation. They haven't been on the road most of their playoff wins. I mean, most of their playoff history. So that's another part that's going to be like, do they come out and put their foot on the Ravens' neck, or do they let them find their footing a little bit on this field? With the Lions, again, do you let them come into Levi Stadium and do the same thing? Confidence going to be the make or break in this moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's wrap this up. And I do want to say this time, Mo. I think when the season is over, we got to do a members only. Who was better this year, Ravens, or last year, Eagles? There got to be a members only.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say my 2 cents because I don't want to I don't want to throw no more gasoline on that fire. It to me, I don't think it's as much as a debate as everybody wants to say it is. They keep throwing it out there that it's a conversation. It's a conversation, but I don't think it's a debate.
There's a winner, yes. And but they feel as though it's a conversation. Let them come on the airways and talk about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's a conversation. But when they talk about debate, I'm like, it's not too much I can argue about on the other side.
Especially they win the whole thing. But let's see. I'm gonna throw it out there in the chat. Today. So hopefully they don't back down. All right.
Nah, I don't think they are, man. This one got ugly.
Look, he said it's gonna be epic. Gonna be epic thing. Oh, he already put that. I'm probably late.
Right.
All right, let's wrap this up. Great show, Tomo. Great show.
Short show.
Short sports show. All right. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings, man, for getting that entertaining dub. That was an entertaining game. 41 threes total made that game. Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a cowbell?
Yeah, it's like crazy. Cowbells. It's at home. We cowbell like the bean. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was going crazy.
I had to make my way to Sacramento this season. I have to. I never seen a beam in person. I want to see that thing, Pause. But yeah, wow. But so had said swiper season, he had 29. I was like, man, he couldn't get 30, but my man was 8 from 8 for the free throw line. Great win with the Warriors. Commanders, man. Listen, the chips are falling, Tomo. I know you're hearing it. They saying Ben Johnson is it's like a done deal. He's gonna be the coach. So we'll see.
But y'all just interviewed Dan Quinn like 2
Oh yeah,
days ago.
we gotta make things look good. You gotta interview people, you know what I mean? Give candidates, make Ben Johnson a little worried, Ben Johnson turned down jobs last year and stayed with the Lions.
So did Dan Quinn.
But it's a
I'm just saying.
He ain't turn on a job this year though. I promise you that.
Have fun, buddy.
It's funny how I want to get rid of him like that. Like, dang.
It ain't that I want to get rid of him. I just don't like the fact that think about this. If the 49ers would have lost that game, they would be feeling the same way about Kyle Shanahan. Don't switch up at the end. Do it like mid-season or something. Don't switch up at the end. If he come back, hey, if they want to run it back, by all means, do your thing. I'll report on it, but you won't see me get excited. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I respect that because I told you, and you did it. My bad, man. I apologize.
Hey, it's cool. I brought somebody else with me, so
you brought a lot of people with you.
It looked good in the beginning.
It did though. It really did look different. And then I broke the curse. I'm like, oh snap!
A lot of things happen in the regular season. It's the Cowboys.
But yeah, hashtag swipe the season like the bean. Commanders, go get Ben Johnson. Shout out to everybody in the R2L family and everybody on the R2L network.
Man, yeah, and piggyback off what Joe said. Definitely shout out to everyone. And shout out to Ty for making everything a competition. Like literally, I feel like I'm back in junior high school or high school when Ty come into the chats because you like, I bet you can't do this. And it's like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about it, but all right, cool. In the red corner, ran up the views and the subscription. And he's like, I told y'all it's a competition. So hey, time to work harder. I'm gonna tell you this though, Ty. Boxing content or Kings content. I don't know. Joe might have found a sector, man, with a fan. He's speaking for the voiceless. I might have to come on here with the Washington Wizards or something, man. Mine might have to be members only though, because I gotta cuss them out sometimes. Like it ain't that good. But outside of that, man, y'all enjoy this weekend. Y'all enjoy the football and Ravens. Y'all better win.
I know.
The chat, y'all done converted a few people, man.
Yeah.
Y'all done converted people from rooting for you to saying, I hope Mahomes put up 50. So y'all gotta win.
Man. AJ is hoping Mahomes go crazy.
He out of nowhere. Like, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining. We all gonna be locked in. Click the link in the bio, y'all. Become a member. This weekend gonna be epic.
I know we gonna be added to the couch.
We usually do primetime games. We should just open it up to the field. It's the last 2 weeks of the season. You know what I mean? And let's make this thing fun. You know, so all right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Here we go. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.